So I'll have you know, I was not going to film this. I just wanted to get out here and get some work done, and I was going to tell you about it after the fact. But I might forget to say some of the details regarding this. I'm going to turn the camera around. So underneath here, you have two heater hoses that are coming out of the deck of the floor of the van. These guys up here, you can see where they're coming out. These are heater lines. They're going to the heater itself and the heater core. This little T is an aftermarket T. I'm pretty positive. Somebody else had listed this in ToyotaVanTech.com that they had an aftermarket T that had been installed, and that's, I believe, the same thing that's happened on mine. There you go. Okay. Well, that's full. Obviously, my camera decided to fill its card up. I hadn't paid any attention. You could tell I was tired, not really thinking clearly. I went and got a new card, put it in the camera, thought I had pushed record, and was not. I did not push record, so that was a no-go. But in order not to miss anything when it comes to refreshing these lines, I figured I'd climb back out here real quick and just give you a little overview of what I refreshed underneath the cab of the van when it comes to the coolant lines. In the video, I mentioned two lines that are coming through the deck of the van. This is coming out of your heater core up front. So one is going in, one is coming out. And then coming up here, this line comes across and it hits a little connection right up behind here. This is your slider for allowing, I think, more heat or choosing hot or cold. If you'll notice, that's your blue. Can you see the color? There it is there running behind. That's coming from up in your climate control, and that's what this is controlling. It's a valve right there that is controlling how much cold and how much hot is coming through. And then right above, fresh line right here that's running off the back side of the valve. So it's running all the way up to there where it hits your heart line. And then the other one that I was talking about coming out of the floor that runs to the heater core is right there. It dips down, hits this aftermarket T, which is a drain point. I reused it because it looked like it was still in great shape, and obviously it is because I've driven quite a bit since I've replaced these lines. There's no dampness, no moisture at all, so it's in good shape. But it runs up through here, it hits a hose holder right there, and then runs on up till it hits another hard line right there. So there is basically three sections, 1, 2, and this long one is 3, but it does have a fourth piece because you hit the T in there. And then once you come around to where this hard line is right here, that's running the length of this, it goes up to the back side of the radiator and flows on around till you hit that point up above where there's another T coming. The one hose that it was in the previous video where I replaced it, it was sitting underneath the radiator, the upper radiator hose. That heater line comes and hits a T off of this hard line right here, and then that runs on down to the rear heater core from there. So that takes care of these up in here that I missed that first time around. So several nice little coolant lines down in here that you need to take into consideration refreshing when you get a chance. So the next little section was the part where I was able to do the rear heater core. So those two little 10-inch links, that's what's in this next little section, and that was actually recorded during the change. So I'm just gonna let that play out. I'm laying behind the passenger wheel. There are two hoses that are connecting to hard pipes on the interior as well as out here. This is a little connection, very short connection, probably only 10 inches long, of hose that is running to the rear heater core. And so these have to be refreshed as well. This is all running coolant to the rear of the van. All right, I got those two clamps off of the front side, the most accessible. and the clamp is off this one, but I think the clamp is facing the other direction on the other one, so I'm going to cut these free. Now all I gotta do is put dielectric grease in here and in here. Yeah, that's tight. Okay. So that takes care of the two running to the rear heater core. So you can see where they connect up top, right there. All I gotta do is tighten the top on the back side of that. If you have questions about mechanical stuff, be sure to check out ToyotaVanTech.com. Get on Facebook, a couple of the closed Toyota van groups. Lots of helpful people there, a lot of generosity in sharing knowledge, as well as replacement parts and things like that. So be sure to check those out. If these videos are helpful, then make sure to subscribe, share the knowledge, and I'll have more coming out as I continue to get them edited. And I'll see you on the next one.